How's it going, everybody? So in this video, I am going to talk about how to get big arms with one dumbbell. So before I get started, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do appreciate the support. It helps my channel grow. Please follow me on Instagram at Dylanberg999. So how do you get big arms, but you only have access to one dumbbell? The great news is that majority of arm exercises are actually done unilateral. So that just means using one arm. You don't actually need to use both arms to train your arms. For example, the exercises that I would do for my biceps using one dumbbell would be dumbbell curls, preacher curls, hammer curls. Those would be my three main exercises, and even drag curls. So what you do with using one dumbbell is you use one dumbbell on your right arm, then use one dumbbell on your left arm, and boom, you just train both biceps, which is perfect. So that's 1/3 of your arms. The 2/3 of your arms, which is your triceps, is going to be where it might get a little bit difficult because there aren't too many exercises that you can do with one dumbbell, but there's still a couple we can do. And the main one that I've always done in my training career is the overhead extension. And the great news about this, one dumbbell is all you need. So you get the dumbbell, and what you do is you go like this, and then you just do this. You do one arm overhead extensions. And what this does is it puts a lot of pressure on this. You can see right here, the long head of the tricep, it puts all the pressure on here. You guys can see my arms are very developed. So you do that one, then you do the other arm. So that's overhead extensions. That's a great movement. The next exercise that I would recommend doing would be a skull crusher. So to do a skull crusher, generally you would use a barbell, but you can still use a dumbbell to perform this. So to do a skull crusher, you lay on a bench, you can lay on the floor too, it doesn't matter. You put the dumbbell here, you put your arm here, and then what you do is you come down like this and you do a skull. It's skull because you're basically putting the dumbbell to your head, which it's a pretty dangerous exercise. What I personally do when I do skull crushers is I don't have the dumbbell come towards my head. I put it ahead of my head. So if it does fall, it hits the ground, it doesn't hit my head. And on top of that, what happens when I do that is I feel way more of a stretch in my tricep by doing that because it's farther down. I feel more of a stretch as opposed to if it's right here. By having it further down, I feel more of a stretch. So you guys can Google those exercises or YouTube them if you don't really know how to do them. They're very simple: dumbbell overhead extension and dumbbell skull crusher. And right there, you can train your arms, you can train your triceps, and you can train your biceps with only one dumbbell. And this will allow you to get huge biceps and triceps. My arms currently pretty decent in size, 17.5 inches. And the biggest was 18.5 when I was training hardcore 5-6 times a week. I'm only training once or twice a week now, just maintaining. And that was majority of my training. It would either be dumbbell, preacher, or hammer curls, and it'd be overhead extensions or skull crushers or dips. And those were my exercises. Pretty simple to do. So end the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please follow me on Instagram, Dylanberg999.